It actually has more power. The power to weight ratio is actually better than the smallest cell with halves. This is, again, like this is quite hard to do.
Imagine charging your electric car in just 15 minutes and then driving 500 miles without stopping. Now imagine that battery lasting more than 1,000,000 miles, still performing like new after 15 years. This is not tomorrow's fantasy, but what Tesla is quietly bringing to life, with a breakthrough so significant that even industry leaders like BYD are caught off guard. For years, experts believed lithium-ion technology had reached its peak, with no major leaps for decades. Suddenly, Tesla has unveiled a battery transformation that promises to shatter old limits on range, charging speed, and lifespan, potentially rewriting the rules for electric vehicles worldwide. What exactly has Tesla discovered, and why does it threaten to reshape an entire global market? The battery bottleneck today. Electric vehicles have surged in popularity, climbing from under 1 million global sales in 2015 to more than 14 million in 2023. Yet, despite this impressive growth, several persistent problems limit their mass adoption. Range anxiety remains a major barrier. Many drivers worry about running out of charge, especially in areas where charging stations are scarce. This concern is especially pressing for people in suburban or rural settings, where daily travel can stretch hundreds of miles and infrastructure lags behind demand. Charging time presents another challenge. Even the fastest systems take around 20 to 30 minutes to charge a battery from 20 to 80%. Compared to filling up a gasoline car in 5 minutes, this is still inconvenient for many users. The wait time can disrupt daily routines and fuel hesitation toward switching. While progress has been made, charging speed remains a critical factor in user experience and adoption rates. Battery degradation over time is a less frequently discussed yet crucial issue. After 8 to 10 years, electric vehicle batteries typically lose about 20 to 30% of their capacity. This loss affects driving range and creates anxiety about resale value. American consumers, accustomed to gasoline vehicles that retain substantial value over many years, often hesitate because of this uncertainty over battery life. Cost is the fourth and perhaps most stubborn hurdle. Batteries make up roughly 30 to 40% of an electric vehicle's total price. For electric models to compete strongly with gasoline cars in the key mid-range segment below $35,000, battery costs must fall substantially. Despite extensive investment and innovation, achieving this sustainable cost reduction has remained elusive. These four problems, range, charging time, degradation, and cost, frame the industry's biggest obstacles. Hundreds of companies and thousands of scientists invest billions annually trying to push beyond these limits. This context makes the whispers about Tesla's new battery breakthrough especially compelling. For a company like Tesla to signal a new pathway, the entire industry takes notice. Yet, the question lingers: what exactly has Tesla changed? Is it a gradual improvement or a fundamentally different approach that could turn the status quo upside down? The answer lies in understanding Tesla's next-generation battery technology, which promises to challenge assumptions about what electric vehicle batteries can do. This realization builds anticipation. What Tesla is introducing isn't just a better battery pack. It's a transformation in materials, manufacturing, and design that could finally solve the battery bottleneck holding electric vehicles back for years. Tesla's innovation sends a clear message that the future of electric vehicles might arrive far sooner and more dramatically than expected. The details behind this leap unfold next. Tesla's next-gen battery technology. Traditional lithium-ion batteries, powering nearly all electric vehicles today, rely on liquid electrolytes through which lithium ions move to generate current. While established and reliable, this liquid electrolyte comes with inherent flaws. It is flammable, prone to degradation over hundreds of charge cycles, and loses efficiency in extreme temperatures, which explains why many electric vehicles perform poorly in winter climates. These factors limit battery lifespan and safety. Solid-state batteries aim to replace the liquid electrolyte with a solid material, often ceramic or polymer-based, offering theoretical benefits like much higher energy density, longer life, improved safety, and better temperature tolerance. However, turning solid-state batteries from science experiments into commercially viable products has stumped the industry for nearly 2 decades. The main hurdle has been durability. Repeated charge and discharge cycles cause microscopic cracks at the interface between the solid electrolyte and electrodes, degrading performance and causing failures, which combines a dry electrode process with a new sulfide-based solid electrolyte material. Unlike most solid-state batteries that use costly wet chemical processes, Tesla's dry method eliminates expensive solvents altogether. This breakthrough not only improves durability, but slashes manufacturing costs, enabling leaner, faster, and cheaper production lines. What's more, Tesla didn't develop this dry electrode technology from scratch. It acquired it from Maxwell Technologies in 2019 and has spent nearly 6 years scaling it up for mass production. This combination of new materials and manufacturing technique positions Tesla uniquely in the battery landscape. While competitors chase traditional wet methods or experimental chemistries, Tesla's strategy promises an industrial-scale solution potentially capable of reshaping production economics. The dry electrode process sidesteps some of the most complex manufacturing challenges that have long stalled solid-state battery development. However, challenges remain before full-scale rollout. Tesla has acknowledged difficulties stabilizing the dry electrode process during scale-up and faces technical issues with moisture sensitivity and sulfide electrolytes. These materials require ultra-dry environments that are costly to maintain, especially in large factories. There is also the persistent risk of dendrite formation, tiny metal fibers that can pierce the electrolyte, causing shorts or even fires. While Tesla has made progress on these fronts, no one has fully eliminated these risks yet. Despite these hurdles, Tesla's mastery of its gigafactories, industrial sites designed as continuous innovation hubs, offers a manufacturing advantage few rivals can match. These factories enable rapid testing, iteration, and scaling, reducing costs along nearly every step of production. Elon Musk has often emphasized that designing the factory is harder than designing the product, and Tesla's years of preparation put it in a favorable position to bring this technology to market. The stakes are high because Tesla's new battery is not just better chemistry. It's a fresh vision integrating materials science with manufacturing innovation. If Tesla succeeds, it could trigger a profound leap forward that transforms electric vehicles from niche to mainstream. The potential performance leap is underscored by 3 game-changing numbers Tesla aims to hit next. The breakthrough numbers. Tesla's new battery technology targets 3 metrics that, if realized, would revolutionize electric vehicles. The first is energy density, how much energy a battery can store per kilogram. Today's best lithium-ion batteries reach around 250 to 300 watt-hours per kilogram. Tesla's next-generation solid-state battery aims to double that figure, reaching 500 watt-hours per kilogram. In practical terms, this means a car with the same battery weight could either drive twice as far or have a battery half as heavy for the same range, improving efficiency, reducing costs, and enabling new vehicle designs. Second, Tesla targets dramatically faster charging. The goal is to recharge a battery from 10% to 90% in just 15 minutes using a 350 kilowatt power source, many of which already exist at Tesla supercharger stations. This leap would remove one of the last significant frustrations for electric vehicle owners, closing the gap with the 5-minute refueling time of gasoline cars and paving the way for wider adoption. The third number is perhaps the most remarkable: battery lifespan. Current lithium-ion batteries typically last between 500 and 1,000 charging cycles before capacity drops to 80%. Tesla claims its new battery can endure over 3,000 cycles, translating to more than 1 million miles of driving. This durability isn't just about personal vehicles. It opens doors for commercial use cases such as trucks, buses, and autonomous robo-taxis, where continuous operation without costly battery replacements is critical. Achieving these numbers simultaneously would upend the economics and convenience of electric vehicles. Lower battery weight and higher range reduce vehicle costs and emissions, rapid charging diminishes downtime, and extended lifespan alleviates concerns about battery replacement and resale value. Collectively, these improvements address the four big barriers restraining electric vehicle acceptance. Yet, raw performance means little without production at scale. Tesla's manufacturing capabilities, especially with the dry electrode process at its gigafactories, are critical to turning these performance targets into real-world products. Cost reductions and volume production will ultimately determine accessibility to average consumers. Additionally, Tesla's track record of pushing technological boundaries while continuously scaling infrastructure strengthens confidence in its ability to deliver. Nonetheless, as seen with previous ambitious projects, challenges remain on the path to fully realizing these breakthroughs. These ambitious targets lay the foundation for a new chapter in electric vehicle technology. If Tesla can make it a reality amid fierce competition and technical obstacles, Tesla's bold claims about energy density, charging speed, and longevity mark a turning point that could finally overcome lingering doubts about electric vehicles. The next wave of innovation is underway, reshaping how we think about range, cost, and durability, with Tesla leading the charge. Production and manufacturing edge. Tesla's advantage lies not only in battery chemistry, but in the scale and sophistication of its manufacturing infrastructure. The Gigafactory in Nevada, alongside facilities in Texas, Berlin, and Shanghai, are more than just factories. They are living laboratories where innovation and production go hand in hand. These industrial-scale sites enable Tesla to rapidly refine processes and integrate breakthroughs like the dry electrode technique into mass manufacturing. This continuous feedback loop between design and production is a rare edge not easily replicated. The dry electrode process Tesla employs simplifies manufacturing by eliminating the need for expensive and hazardous chemical solvents typical in conventional battery production. This reduces both cost and environmental impact, streamlining lines and enabling faster throughput. Unlike wet processes, which demand ultra-pure clean rooms and complex chemical handling, Tesla's method operates under less stringent conditions, offering a leaner and safer production environment. As a result, scaling up could be faster and more economically viable. Cost reduction through manufacturing efficiency is critical because lowering the battery's price per kilowatt-hour is essential for electric vehicles to compete with combustion cars on price. Industry analysts estimate Tesla aims to reach around $60 per kilowatt-hour with these new batteries, a substantial drop from the current $100 to $120 per kilowatt-hour for high-end lithium-ion cells. Achieving this threshold could push the base price of popular Tesla models like the Model 3 below $30,000 while maintaining profitability. Tesla's approach to factory design reflects Elon Musk's philosophy that designing the factory often presents tougher challenges than designing the product itself. For several years, Tesla has been building and fine-tuning production plants with the goal of preparing for solid-state mass production. This preemptive focus on manufacturing lays a foundation for rapid deployment once the technology stabilizes, potentially leaving competitors scrambling to catch up. However, transforming pilot systems into fully reliable, high-volume manufacturing is never easy. Tesla has acknowledged difficulties scaling the dry electrode process in recent quarterly reports, facing obstacles common in pioneering new production methods. Setbacks include missing earlier ambitious targets, such as the goal to produce 100 gigawatt-hours of next-generation batteries by the end of 2023. Another challenge comes from the raw materials and sensitivity of the sulfide-based solid electrolyte Tesla is believed to use. These materials are extremely sensitive to moisture, requiring ultra-dry factory environments to avoid damage. Creating and maintaining these conditions at industrial scale involves significant investment and operational complexity. adding layers of difficulty to mass production. Furthermore, safety concerns persist around lithium dendrites, microscopic metal filaments that can grow with repeated charging cycles and cause internal short circuits. While Tesla and other researchers have made strides in mitigating dendrite formation, completely eliminating this risk remains an ongoing technical hurdle. Addressing these manufacturing and safety issues simultaneously is essential for reliable and scalable battery production. Despite the challenges, Tesla's integrated production ecosystem and years of preparation offer a strong platform to overcome these barriers. The ability to innovate inside their own factories rather than outsource key steps sets Tesla apart in the race to bring new battery technology to market. Competitors in the battery race. Tesla may dominate headlines, but the competition in solid-state and next-generation batteries is fierce and global. Chinese automaker BYD, which overtook Tesla in electric vehicle sales in 2023, represents a formidable rival with strengths in cost-effective manufacturing and an established battery business. BYD produces its own lithium iron phosphate batteries, branded as Blade batteries, known for safety and affordability because they avoid expensive materials like cobalt and nickel. This focus allows BYD to compete aggressively in mid-range and budget segments. BYD is not resting on its laurels. The company announced plans in late 2024 to develop its own solid-state battery, targeting commercialization by 2027. Simultaneously, BYD is heavily investing in ultra-fast charging technology, including a 1,000-volt system capable of adding 400 kilometers of range in just 5 minutes. This rapid charging capability challenges Tesla's ambitions and highlights the accelerating pace of battery innovation worldwide. Toyota, another major player, is investing tens of billions of dollars into solid-state batteries, with plans to launch a commercial vehicle featuring the technology between 2027 and 2028. Toyota brings decades of manufacturing expertise and a global dealer network, positioning it well to scale new technologies. However, it has trended more cautiously in the transition to full electrification, sometimes perceived as slower to embrace radical shifts. Meanwhile, longtime Tesla partner Panasonic is expanding production capabilities with a new factory in Kansas aimed at supplying next-generation batteries starting in 2026. Other companies like QuantumScape, backed by Volkswagen, and South Korean giants Samsung SDI and LG Energy Solution are also aggressively developing solid-state and next-gen batteries. Each faces its own scaling and technological challenges, but remains determined to capture a piece of the emerging market. This expanding field means the battery race is far from a two-horse contest. It resembles a marathon with many contenders, all pushing the limits of materials science, manufacturing, and integration. Technologies that are promising on paper face real-world hurdles as companies seek reliable, scalable solutions. Competition also drives innovation as diverse approaches coexist. Improved lithium iron phosphate, sodium ion, and even aluminum-air batteries compete alongside solid-state ventures. This diversity increases the chance that one or more technologies will find commercial success, reshaping the market in ways nobody can yet fully predict. As these rivalries intensify, the stakes extend beyond automakers to the future of energy, jobs, and global climate goals. The company or consortium that controls the core battery technologies will wield enormous influence over transportation and power grids for decades. Nonetheless, despite multiple players investing billions, Tesla's unique combination of technological innovation and factory readiness continues to excite investors and analysts. The next few years will prove whether Tesla can turn its bold promises into mass-produced realities before competitors close the gap. Tesla's strides in manufacturing innovation and the crowded competitive landscape both signal that the battery revolution is accelerating rapidly. What follows next will determine who ultimately shapes the electric vehicle future and who sets the pace for global energy transformation. Potential impact on the auto industry. If Tesla succeeds in commercializing its next-generation solid-state battery, The ripple effects will reach far beyond just cheaper electric vehicles. The projected battery cost drop to around $60 per kilowatt-hour could push electric car prices well below $30,000, making EVs affordable to a much broader audience. This affordability would break down one of the last major barriers to electric vehicle adoption, ushering in widespread consumer acceptance and accelerating the global shift away from gasoline-powered cars. With driving range extended to 500 miles and charging time slashed to under 20 minutes for an 80% recharge, range anxiety and inconvenient charging stops would nearly vanish. For everyday drivers, this means fewer worries about long trips and more flexibility in daily routines. It also opens opportunities for new vehicle designs, such as lighter or smaller battery packs optimized for efficiency instead of range alone, potentially transforming the automotive landscape. The implications for commercial transportation are equally profound. A battery lifespan exceeding 1 million miles makes electric trucks, buses, and especially autonomous robo-taxis far more economically viable. Fleets could operate continuously for years with minimal battery replacements, lowering maintenance costs and increasing vehicle uptime. This shift advances the prospect of driverless ride services becoming mainstream, fundamentally altering urban mobility and traffic patterns. Such a rapid rise in electric vehicle adoption will place unprecedented demands on electrical grids. Millions of cars charging simultaneously could strain infrastructure, requiring smart grid enhancements and sophisticated management systems. Yet, electric vehicles could also become distributed energy resources by feeding stored power back to the grid during peak hours through vehicle-to-grid technology. This bidirectional flow would help balance loads, support renewable integration, and enhance grid resilience. The broader energy market would also feel seismic shifts. Transportation currently accounts for roughly 40% of global oil demand, much of it gasoline and diesel-fueled. Accelerated EV adoption could hasten the arrival of peak oil demand by nearly a decade, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and altering geopolitical dynamics tied to oil-producing nations. Oil companies and energy markets are already adjusting forecasts in response to these trends. China's position as a battery and EV manufacturing powerhouse introduces another dimension. While Tesla leads in solid-state innovation and manufacturing, Chinese automakers like BYD, backed by massive government investment, continue aggressively developing their technologies and scaling production. This intense competition ensures that innovation will accelerate, with benefits flowing to consumers worldwide, but also raising the stakes for industry leaders. The labor market will undergo transformations as battery factories adopt new production techniques and materials. While this creates fresh opportunities for engineers and skilled technicians focused on cutting-edge battery tech, workers in traditional lithium-ion facilities may face retraining pressures. The battery breakthroughs Tesla is pursuing hold the potential to revolutionize transportation and energy use worldwide. Faster charging, longer range, and extended battery life aren't just improvements. They could be game changers shaping the next decade of innovation. If you found this analysis insightful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the future of technology and electric vehicles.